Dan Clancy said that everyone's botting views or something. I don't really get it. Everyone tells me that people are botting views. And as a streamer who doesn't watch other streamers besides my friends who I'm very confident are not botting views, I just don't get it. Devin Nash did, but his methodology was terrible. He did some OCR stuff, right? I saw a quick thread. I did not read through it, so I will not speak to it.
I'm a bot.
Or KO, they have the prime. Dude, if a bot gives a prime, hell yeah, we made it. Do you think it's true though? I don't know. I don't really watch streams. It seemed like there was a couple people that would go live and instantly have like 4,000, 5,000 viewers, like within a minute. And if you're not the biggest streamers on the platform, you're not getting that. Does botting get you more money or just boost your rank? Just boost your rank. So like getting 3 viewers and then going to a game category that has like 5 streamers means you're like there. If people click on the game, they would see you and then they would see 3 viewers. Maybe there's humans there. I've got a script on the library computers that will watch videos for me. Why? Are they botting the same way Fextra Life was? Yeah, so the streamers aren't doing that. They are paying a service that does that, which usually is just like, yeah, embedding your stream on a website. I know people are saying that sponsors bought views for streamers they're sponsoring during the sponsored stream, but then like from my life watching Twitch, a lot of streamers tank in views for a lot of sponsored segments. You can tell. We talked about it. I mean, you guys heard the Connor episode, right? We talked about it with, God, was it, I don't want to call out anyone. Was it AT&T? Who did that next streamer thing that like Will and Caroline and Nandre were in? Dude, every single streamer in that was juiced over 10K. And it's like, this doesn't even make sense, man. And I don't like besmirching AT&T because they sponsor my friend Ludwig. Oh, it wasn't AT&T, it was Progressive. Chat, you lied to me and you made me besmirch AT&T, who sponsored my good friend Ludwig. But I will say that, like, yeah, when I do a sponsor segment, my views drop for sure. That's how you know I'm not fucking botting. I mean, call it integrity, call it whatever you want. It would be so fucking embarrassing for me to bot viewers because my Twitch chat is already slower than other like 300 to 500 viewer streams. If it's at 1,000 and it had my chat velocity,
it feels good.
I think that would be tough. And I think it's because I'm a little more, this is not aggrandizing. This is actually like embarrassing. I'm a little older and a little more mature. I go to like Squeaks and Aatrox chat and it's like an army of ostensibly 7-year-olds, but I know it's 21-year-olds acting like 7-year-olds. Stan show link for talking about botting. Thank you, chat. Chat. Your name is Cance. Thank you, Cance.
I assume every like big sponsored thing is completely view botted or like front page view botted, like the ways that are like legal view botting.
For those of you that don't know, Twitch used to sell something called a sponsor success package. It might not have been called that. And if you used to work in the Twitch sales team and you're watching this, I don't know, man. I just remember what it was offered to me. And it basically meant like if you buy a Twitch sponsorship and sponsor a streamer through Twitch's agency and not like the streamer, they would embed that streamer's stream on their other suite of websites like Fextra Life and shit, and make sure that that streamer had like high views at that time. And it was just literally like Twitch selling botting for a streamer during a sponsored segment. And it was pay to win. And honestly, besides the fact that the Fextra Life ads were not very like visible because people would go to that website to look up stuff on a wiki. I think if it was on better websites or like promoted across Twitch, it would make more sense. But people go to Fextra Life not to watch someone do a Totino's stream. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
I didn't know like regular Andy streamers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can just, I don't even know how to do it. That's the thing. It's like, I don't even know.
Also, you don't make more money, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're getting subs.
I think it's like, I think now it's like,
damn, Stan's always thinking about the money. That's why you got to watch back the VODs. You got to figure out what you're all about. And I don't like what I just saw from that, man.
but like a big problem with Twitch now and that I've had an experience is like my viewers aren't getting notifications and like knowing that like I'm there.
Really?
Like
I've heard about this as well, which is that like the Twitch notification doesn't go out to all viewers, especially, and Connor mentions it, but I've heard people on Reddit talk about that when you come back to Twitch after a long time, which feels ridiculous. If you have alerts on for Twitch, it should just tell you that they're live on Twitch, right?
I remember like a year ago or 2 years ago, that was big. It was like no one was getting push notifications,
Yeah.
even though they had them on.
You didn't
It's
get
just,
this
like, killed them, like, a
notification?
problem. And then,
Clancy!
Are there people on Twitch that view bot? I'm
Oh, yeah.
so really?
oh yeah,
Really? Your eyes lit up. Yeah.
it is much more prevalent than I realized.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Damn.
They even, I've heard from people that they even viewbot people that don't even know they're being viewbotted. That's what I heard.
Sorry, explain.
Sometimes I hear something and I'm too stupid to parse it. Did you see that? It's like, wait, what?
I
That one
heard
to
through
me?
the grapevine that some people are getting viewbotted or found out that like their view on a certain thing was inflated from someone, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't even."
From like a viewer or something?
like maybe on like an advertiser.
Dude, you guys want to see a viewbot? Stanaz. Stanaz doesn't get you to me, bro. I'm washed. Dude, Cans gets such a huge kick out of how big this Firefox ad got. 184,000
The thing about
views.
me-
We've been viewbotted, baby. Editor, play the dancing music. I thought this was gonna get 500 views, and then I woke up the next day, and
the thing about
apparently
me-
it went big in Southeastern Asia. The thing I don't get with that is surely the people paying for ads want more people to see it, so why would they pay for fake people to watch it? This Firefox one is real people. So my understanding, yeah, paid promotion. If you're scrolling through your YouTube feed, you might have seen me as an ad. That's how this one worked. Now, for the people who are viewbotting on Twitch, I think it's just to convince people that they are in a certain echelon, right? For example, I am like a 500 viewer streamer, whatever, somewhere around there. Some days I'm way more when something good's going on. Some days I'm way less when I'm fucking playing TFT only. But if I was a 1,000 viewer streamer, then maybe you would associate me with other people. Or maybe you would think that there is some kind of social validation that means I am a good enough streamer for you to try. So I do understand people who maybe like feel the siren song and commit. But I think it can only burn you because it's so embarrassing to get caught botting, no? It's not as widespread as it seems to be. Where's Dan Clancy's clip? Dan Clancy view botting. Didn't he just say that it was like very rampant? Ugh, I don't know who this person is. Is this we'll go to Dexerto, I guess.
And how's your relationship?
This is a 2-hour interview. Dan sat down for a 2-hour interview? We got to get Dan Clancy on the Stanz show, bro.
But do a lot of people viewbot on Twitch? And
There are people. Yes, there are constant. That's a constant battle.
really?
Absolutely. Because there are third parties that
Yeah.
do it, and especially when you get to ads, they try to viewbot for ads. They viewbot for all sorts of things.
Really?
So yes.
What's the highest? And you don't have to name who it is or what.
No,
Kai Cenat viewbotting all the time. Imagine if Dan Clancy just ripped it. What a crazy question.
Yeah, there isn't one big one. Like most of the viewbotting and most of the fraud is not on a big streamer. It's on a small streamer, but thousands of them.
Really?
Yeah, because if they can create 1,000 bogus accounts, and then they create view bots, then they can create bogus, bogus revenue.
What was the
What is the bogus revenue? I guess I'm trying to understand where the revenue comes from when he's saying this. I guess if you have 1,000 bot accounts, you can sign them for Raid Shadow Legends 1,000 times. But like, what does that mean? Ads? My understanding is the way that these botnets work, they don't see ads. They're like running on a virtual machine, and that they don't actually like load the frame. Maybe they do. Can you actually make money from it? At that point, wouldn't it be imperative to run? Like, if I could bot myself and make more money from ads that pays for the bots, it feels like everyone would be botting. Maybe people think everyone is botting. You can say to advertisers, yeah, but I don't think an advertiser is going to look at someone who's getting 5,000 on Twitch but has no other socials and not, I don't know. Are there that many dumb sponsors? Usually they're pretty buttoned up. I don't know. I've never seen like an obviously fake account have like an ad. Like obviously super fake. The ad is not for like a casino or something where they're probably behind it in the first place. Yeah, he said like 1,000 small streamers botting is giving more botted viewers than like one big streamer. But I think, my gut, this is just my gut. I feel like a big streamer botting, there's definitely more big streamers botting 1,000 than small streamers botting 10, 20, maybe not. They mean like mid-roll ads, not like sponsored streams. Then that's what I'm saying. My understanding is that mid-roll ads don't appear. The bots don't see mid-roll ads, which is also why I'm confused why Twitch can't comprehend it. And then sponsored streams, yeah, I just don't think they can get a sponsor. The only bots that do get mid-roll ads is like when you know that guy on the bike playing Pokemon Go with 100 phones? Like that, but that's not really a bot. That's human phones.
amount of viewers?
Oh,
that
I
you
don't
guys
know.
caught in a
I have no
viewbot?
idea.
Like
I have no idea.
5 to 10K?
I have literally no idea.
Okay.
I have literally no idea. But anyway, let's get back to AI.
Yeah.
I do not want to talk about botting on the platform. I respect that. Saying I have literally no idea 5 times so he stops asking and then going, let's talk about AI. Maybe bots are rampant. I don't think bots take away any viewers from me because the kind of people that are botting, I don't think have my same viewer base. And I know it sucks to be like, well, I don't care because it's not a problem for me, but like, I don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't get it. Saying all the specifics of most of it is from small streamers, it's not the big streamers, but then having literally no idea about the actual numbers is so funny. Yeah. I mean, I would posit that he does have an idea. He does have an idea, man. Is Twitch profitable? No. Twitch hasn't been profitable in its entire existence. I think they could be, especially, I mean, the number one cost they have is the server costs. It's like server costs, then employee costs, and the fact that most of their money is passed through, or a significant portion of their money is passed through, but they do get a fuck ton of money on subs and shit. Isn't that entirely on Amazon Web Service prices? Yeah, but I mean, Amazon is their own company. I know they own Twitch, but like takes away from other potential customers if they give it to Twitch. Did you see you can gift 200 subs now? No. Prove it. Prove it, bitch. It doesn't take money from them. They use overflow space in the web services. Twitch is small. No matter what you say, Twitch is pushing video through Amazon Web Services server. You can say they're using overflow space, but it's like, okay, then could they sell that overflow space to someone else? Could they have not built that overflow space to have saved money in the long run? There are servers being used to distribute Twitch content. And that has an opportunity cost no matter what. It's space they have to have as overflow. If they're using it, it is not overflow though. Then wouldn't they need more overflow? It costs the power. It also caused, they had to buy the servers. This is insanity to me. You're saying that this thing like physically doesn't exist. They have to have it. What? They bought servers. They use those servers. They have people manage those servers. Even if it's a smaller amount of money, like it is an amount of money. They have to have it, but don't use it, but do use it, but can't have other places, but need to have it. That's what I don't get is like they have to have it, but they're using it. So do they not really have it? Imagine you occasionally keep stuff in your garage that isn't a car. Sure, but imagine you run a storage company. Imagine you run a storage company and you have 100 units and it's yours. You own all those units. And in one of those, you let your friend put their shit. That's what it is. It's like, well, yeah, you could use that unit for something else. Maybe it's a small unit. You know what I mean? But you're still using it. Even though they own them, they are a subsidiary, but they are another company. And the parent company could give their underling a good deal, or they could sell it to someone else. You know what I mean? I have units sitting empty sometimes, and I let my friends put their shit there, and I still charge them and turn them space. Okay, this is not... Twitch is a humongous company. This is not a squatter friend who's like, can you hold my backpack for me? This is insanity to describe this way. It's actually crazy. It's like, no, man, totally. We'll distribute video to your hundreds of thousands of people daily. It's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I would love to let my friend use the storage locker for a little bit, but Twitch has no intention of leaving Amazon Web Services. Twitch is not humongous on Amazon Web Services scale. Amazon Web Services provides services to the tiniest companies as well. So Twitch is a company. Am I losing my mind? Twitch would have to pay someone to host this. And even though Amazon owns them, Amazon owns a ton of companies. But all those companies have to run on their own. Stanz, I'm sure Mogul would let you have a room in the Stanz show. Your friends. We actually had that conversation last week. And it's like, yeah, if I wanted a room at Mogul, I would have to rent it. Even though I am their friend, and even though I think they might have a room available. It's just the way the business works. To be fair, to give credit to Chatter, Twitch and Amazon have a closer relationship than me and Mogul. None of the money I make funnels up to Mogul or promotes Mogul in any way. But cheaper? Yes, cheaper. Which is exactly what Twitch does get from Amazon. Cheaper is my understanding of it. Anyway, back to AI. I know nothing about it. 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 Can we talk about AI now? That's my Dan Clancy.